What's up everybody, Frangrams here, back with another Pikmin 4 video. You read the title, 2 new Pikmin 4 images have been released, and we're going to overanalyze the heck out of them. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you're excited for Pikmin 4, because that's all I basically talk about on this channel. Now let's get into it. These 2 new images were found on the back of a Nintendo magazine advertising Pikmin 4, as well as Tears of the Kingdom on the front cover. As you can tell, it's not in the English language, but it's still exciting nonetheless. So if we zoom in on these 2 images, the first one we have what I think is really exciting, a dead baby Snagret, Pikmin carrying it. And you might think, why is that exciting, Frangrams? Well, because if you're anything like me when it comes to these baby Snagrets, I was wondering, are you able to kill these things, or are they mostly like environmental factors, you know, like just in the background? Because they seem so small. But as we can see in this image, the baby Snagrets look pretty big when compared to the Pikmin, so that's pretty cool. There might be another sort of bulborb larva type enemy where they're really deceiving with their cuteness and then just annihilate any Pikmin that come near it in like a millisecond. And behind these Pikmin carrying the baby Snagret, you see a little ring pop type treasure in the back. And personally, I know this sounds weird, but I was more excited to see the dead baby Snagret, because I don't care much for what kind of treasures we're going to collect in Pikmin 4, whether it be fruits or actual like real life human items such as ring pops or binoculars or stuff like that. Mostly because I don't think it's going to be like Pikmin 2 where we have brands on these items, so I could care less if I don't see a Duracell logo on my battery. You know, I don't like all these generic items. But for those people who are excited for it, well, there you go. More confirmation that we're going to collect just random everyday treasures, not just fruits like in Pikmin 3, in Pikmin 4. Now, this next image is what really got people talking. It looks to be a castaway being carried back to safety by some Pikmin. Now, if you remember correctly, castaways were first introduced in the Pikmin 4 gameplay trailer, and it's basically, well, nothing's confirmed, but one could assume that they're just a bunch of search and rescue type missions scattered across the map where you gotta search for these people and rescue them. Maybe they were some passengers that were being transported in that big ship in Pikmin 4, or maybe there's something else entirely. But right now, the running theory is these are just gonna be scattered around the map for your Pikmin to find and carry back to safety. Now, with that being said, I don't think either of these 2 castaways seen in these promotional images or videos are Louis or Alf or any previous captain, for one main reason. Now look, if Nintendo truly thought Louis or any previous captain is worthy of, I don't know, secrecy, why would they include them in the promotional images? Sure, it could be to tease people, but how many people does Nintendo think they're teasing with this? Like, the Pikmin fanbase is not that big. I don't think Nintendo would go out of their way to make it so that people might think it's Louis or Alf, but not specify whether it is. I just think that these are random castaways that we find throughout the map. And also, if there are multiple random castaways scattered throughout the world of Pikmin 4, why would Nintendo do Louis or any previous captain dirty and just make them a random castaway that you just happen to find in the cave or something? I believe that the return of any previous Pikmin captain warrants a bigger event or cutscene, not just them being delegated to being some random castaway that you don't find out is them until you collect them back into the ship. Just some random thoughts there I had to put out. And one last thing we can theorize from this image, apart from all that Louis talk, is that we might be able to find castaways above ground, based on that body of water behind our captain. Or it could just be that we're still inside a cave that looks similar to being above ground. Who knows? But I think it's more plausible that there are also castaways above ground. I mean, if they got scattered from that big ship, it makes sense it will land all around the map. Or maybe it is a castaway from the underground caves that you got to carry all the way back to your ship above ground. But that seems like such a long trek, and I don't know if these castaways are worth all that walking. Well, that's enough of me talking. I want to hear from you guys now. Make sure to comment down below your thoughts on these new Pikmin 4 images. Do you have any new predictions for the game? Do you agree or disagree with mine? Thank you so much for watching.